Since starting to write for Olympus User magazine, especially the Dear Damien column, we've been inundated with questions. Some of them have been really excellent, and unfortunately my slightly dyslexic fingers balk at the idea of typing an answer to everything that we're asked. That's why we're going to put these little tiny video snippets together to answer the questions that people are asking. One of the questions recently has been basically about why do I bang on so much about supporting the camera properly, especially in these days when we've got inbuilt image stabilisation. Bottom line is this: I'm very old school and I just like to do things properly. It's very important to support your camera for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I want the sharpest picture that I can get. So I want to support the camera properly so I'm not getting any movement from me degrading the image. On a serious equipment note, let's say we're shooting with a really long lens, a big lens, a 600mm lens. Well, the weight of that lens is basically going to strain the fitment to the camera body. If you're supporting everything just by the camera body, you've got this great big lengthy weighty glass extension pulling down on the joint. You don't want to do that if you've invested all your money into lovely kit, irrespective of whatever make or brand it is. So the correct way of holding your camera is to support the lens between the V of your thumb and your first finger. That way I can quite happily move it around and I can still use my other hand to work all the controls necessary. Then when I'm coming to shoot, I'm going to hold it up to me, I'm going to bring my elbows in, I'm going to slow my breathing down a little bit, and I'm going to have to press the shutter button to lock focus. Don't want to stab at it, don't want to move the camera around involuntarily. I want to keep it as tight and as sharp as possible, a bit like shooting a rifle. And then once I've got the focus locked, further depression to take the picture, all the time trying to keep it as stable as possible. That's good advice, especially for full frame cameras or for third frames cameras, but it's still best practice, and that's why I still do it when I'm shooting my favourite Micro Four Thirds OMD, because there's just a right way and a wrong way of doing things, and it makes my life much easier just to do the things right first time. And then of course obviously the image stabilisation helps a lot, but to be able to keep it tight and keep the image as sharp as possible means that I don't have to carry around lots of stands, lots of monopods, lots of grips. I can shoot in lower lighting conditions than I would do normally. It's just a simple tip, but it makes my life easier.